And here she goes. Cable is all buried, so we're just running. Go, little man, go. Man, boy, girl, I don't know. I haven't decided what kind of robot you are. But off it goes. That's the base station. I don't think it's trying to charge. That's funny. Anyway. I can hear it. Yeah, it's very quiet. It's like a very soft whir. I keep thinking it's hard to tell if it's really mowing much, but you know, then yeah, because it does kind of weird little swaths and odd patterns, and it does strange turns like that, you know, so hard to tell. The blade height is set to 3 inches, so it should be doing 3-inch tall grass, but it's finding the fence that picks a new direction. How about over here? No, still a fence. Yeah, so it doesn't really know where it's going or really where it's been, and it has no idea that there's another fence right here. So it's just gonna kind of go. You can probably still see the line where maybe not, where I buried the wire. Kind of not, huh? Yeah, so it should fill in pretty quick. There's a significant, like, I don't know, 4-inch deep and wide trench around this yard. Well, not wide, I guess, but yeah, there's a trench around this whole yard with braided cable. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Yeah, and it's funny, you can see funny little paths that it cuts as it goes. Like, partly, like, yeah, that's where the wheels were, but also, like, narrow, like, zoop, it went that way. So, anyway. And I think I mentioned it can do up to, like, a 25-degree incline. And this hill is at about 22 degrees until it gets steeper. So I had to put the buried cable kind of here, because I don't think it can go much deeper or much steeper. So anyway, also it's starting to rain right now, so that's fun. I'm glad I'm finished just in time. Okay, that's all for now. Yeah, a little more of the Husqvarna Automower. It's funny, I don't know if you can really tell, but because it does drive these random patterns, it does kind of leave funny, like, you could have mowed there. Yeah, well, yeah. And it will, eventually. Anyway. Nice little robot. Seems to be doing well. You know, and then it does, like, sections like this. It's like, well, there's nothing really to mow, so. Then you can hear it trim some, and you think, okay, bonk. Fence next to fence. They say it can do hills, but it really doesn't like hills. Just kind of, you know, that's pretty steep for it, you know. So the instructions say that it can do a 45% angle incline slope, 45%. So that's a geometry thing. That is not almost half. That's not 45 degrees. That's not 45% of a full 100 incline. No, that's rise over tread over rise, whatever. 45%. So 1-to-1 would be a 45-degree angle. That is 100%. 100% rise, right? So 45% is half of 45, or 50% slope is half of 100% slope, which is exactly 45 degrees. Sorry, I'm trying to explain extemporaneously, but the point is, it doesn't really like slopes. It doesn't really like to go real steep. It does okay, but over here is the steepest part, and where I'm standing is actually even steeper, and I wasn't sure how it was going to do back here, so. See how it's carefully, whoa, don't pass the fence. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see the buried fences there. Yeah, so it really doesn't like slopes is the point. Like, not really at all. Don't be confused by it saying 45%. That's not the same thing as 45 degrees. I actually want closer to 20. I think 45% actually works out to something like 23.5 degrees. Anyway, point is, yeah, so anyway, that's enough of me babbling about math and robots. Math and robots. Yeah, I don't really like mowing the lawn, but I do enjoy math and robots. So, you know. Go, little dude, go. Sorry, I keep looking at it and not at the camera. All right. So here's something fun. Mower bot runs at night. Because why not? It doesn't really care what time of day it is. It doesn't really care about much, actually. Like, I mean, it doesn't need light to see where it's going. It's just out there booping around. Also, it has these nice headlights, so that's fun. Hello, little robot. So you can set a schedule. Tell it to run at certain times or certain periods. Kind of fun. Anyway, go little robot go.